Prepared for hacks, guys. We're going to go ahead and get this started. But today I have a battle against Yuki, who's a good friend of mine in all of my Skype group chats and some occasional stop by at the stream. But she's going to lead off with her Landorus, and I'm going to lead off with my Azumarill. Still trying to get these videos recorded before packs, and I think if I record one more after this, I think I will have enough, but it depends. It's 12 now, and if my roommate walks in and comes in for the night, then it's kind of it, and I'll only have the videos that I have, so we'll have to see. I lead off with the Azumarill, ends up U-turning out. I am going to be able to get a knockoff off on the Ferrothorn, which is nice. Get rid of those leftovers. Any recovery options for a poke that you can get rid of are always going to be the best. But I'm going to end up switching out to my Zapdos to try and Heat Wave this Ferrothorn as it goes for Protect, which is great play by Yuki. Just wanting to see if I have the superpower, and now she knows that I do not have it. But she is going to have to switch out into her Landorus here because you know, she doesn't want to lose her Ferrothorn just yet. So I'm going to go for the Heat Wave, trying to hit the Ferrothorn, but it's also nice because I don't have to waste a turn going for Discharge as the Landorus switches in. So that's also very nice for me. But I'm going to go for another Heat Wave. The first one did a decent amount. She went for knockoff on the first turn, and surprisingly, Heat Wave is a 3-hit KO on Heatran, and I did not know that. I don't know about every Heatran, but at least Yuki's Heatran. She's going to go out to Yoshi. I actually end up predicting her to switch out into this thing and go for the Discharge, which is amazing for me because it just... She lives with like 5%, which is great because if I can get some hazards up while her Starmie has to switch out, especially if I can get my Ferrothorn in, that's a guaranteed kill on the Starmie because she doesn't have anything else that can get rid of the hazards if her Starmie is gone. But she ends up going out into Maribel, which is her Mega Autonote, and I was like, what can this thing do? But I get my spikes up, which is great because now that Starmie is definitely dead, and I can get as many hazards up as I can, and she can't do anything about it. But she is going to go ahead and Mega Evolve here. And like I said, I don't know exactly what this thing is going to do, and she goes for Fire Blast. And I'm like, well... And I actually live, which is great, but instead of going for Leech Seed, I got a second layer of spikes up because I wasn't sure what Autonote does. And this is only... Apparently someone else has battled me with one before, but I don't remember. So this is, to me, my first time, possibly my second time battling a Mega Autonote in OU. So I have no idea. But she's going to go for Calm Mind here as she predicts my Protect, which is great for her. Definitely going to be helping her out there. And she outspeeds me, so there's nothing I can do. And Ferrothorn is the only thing that I have on my team that can hit this thing for super effective damage. But even then, Autonote is not that fast, so I couldn't really do anything. And she is going to be able to finish me off with a Fire Blast there. And like I said, I wasn't sure if she was going to predict anything. I could have switched out into Latios, but then again, I risk taking a Dazzling Gleam or anything from this thing. But I'm going to go out into myself, scare her out, try and scare her out with the Explosion as she does end up switching out to Landorus. And I actually take this opportunity to get my rocks up. So I got 2 layers of spikes up and and I got my rocks up and 2 layers of spikes. I don't know if I said that backwards. It's kind of late and I'm getting pretty tired, and I still have to render all of these videos tonight. So it's, I don't know, it's not going to be too fun. But I go out into my Azumarill predicting a U-turn here, and that is exactly what she does end up doing. Azumarill is great because it can take a hit or two, especially if you're Assault Vested. You can switch in on just about any special attack that you want and live and then retaliate with something. But she ends up going out into the Ferrothorn here. Can't remember if I predicted this and double switched here. Yep. I don't... Wait, she U-turned. Did I switch? I don't remember exactly what happened. No. I think I switched in and I take Leech Seed. Yeah, okay. Now we know. But I am Leech Seeded now, my Mega Bird Jesus, as everyone likes to keep calling it. I don't know, I wasn't really that into Twitch Plays Pokemon, so it's just Mega Pidgeot to me. But anyways, had to take a drink of some water. My throat's kind of dry. I streamed for like 3 hours, and I've recorded about 2 to 3 hours, maybe more like 2 hours of video today, so throat's getting kind of dry, and so is my mouth. But I go for the Heat Wave. She goes for the Protect. Obvious play, just to get some Leech Seed damage and some more health back for herself. But as you saw when that Ferrothorn came in, the spikes, especially in some of the Stealth Rocks, are definitely doing some damage. But she's going to go on to Hoshi, which is her Starmie, and that thing is definitely dead. It would die to a layer of spikes. I don't even need the 2 layers or the stealth rocks, but it's great because my hazards are here to stay. I actually ended up going for U-turn, but I couldn't get a U-turn off because, you know, she sent out something that died, so I can't do anything. The nice thing about that is I'm not going to be taking Leech Seed that turn, but I am going to be switching out because that is a Jolteon, and Jolteon easily outspeeds me at base 130 speed. I think Mega Pidgeot has like 122, 121, 122, something like that. But the only thing that I can really do is switch in my Azumarill as Death Fodder at this point. Volt Switch is definitely going to be killing me from a Jolteon. She's more than likely Specs, and Jolteon is not a Pokemon to laugh at. Jolteon is, I think a lot of people take Jolteon for granted, especially in OU, because it doesn't seem like that good of a Pokemon, but when you see how fast it is and then you see its base 110 special attack, that's not measly. That's pretty decent. With that speed and that special attack combination, you can do a lot of damage in a pretty quick amount of time. But I go out on my Zapdos, just trying to kill this Landorus. I could have gone for Roost there, but I risked being crit by the Stone Edge and then losing my Zapdos entirely, so getting rid of that thing was definitely the best option. She's going to go back out into the Jolteon here, and I think I end up just fighting off my Zapdos at this point, because there isn't really anything that I can do. Yep. But it's nice, because all this damage is racking up on this Jolteon, thanks to the spikes and stealth rocks. Now, had I had 3 layers of spikes, this Jolteon would be pretty much dead at this point, and it probably would be dead by the next time it switches in, so I really wish I could have been able to get that 3rd layer up, but unfortunately, you know, it just wasn't possible. But she goes out into her Ferrothorn now. That gives me a free opportunity to go on out into my Bird Jesus. I don't know why I keep calling it that. My Mega Pidgeot, because I hate that term. I hate when people are like, oh, it's Bird Jesus. Anyways, she just goes for Protect. She doesn't have her leftovers anymore. I told her this in the chat. You don't have leftovers. There's no use in going for Protect. You know I'm going to Heat Wave. I have no reason not to go for Heat Wave. So Heat Wave is there. Ferrothorn is dead, and that is one less Pokemon that I have to deal with. She's going to go back out on the Jolteon, and here you can see just how quickly these hazards are racking up. There's the spikes. There's the Stealth Rocks. If she decides to go for Volt Switch here, that Jolteon will be dead once it switches back in. So the hazards are definitely a plus. I'm going to go out on my Latios here. It's the only thing I have, unless she predicts it and goes for Signal Beam, or I don't know if that thing gets Shadow Ball. I think it does. Then I'm free, and she actually ended up going for Volt Switch. So I'm looking pretty safe. She's going to go out on Maribel here. I don't know exactly what she was predicting. But my best bet here is to go for Surf. She was using Calm Mind, so I was assuming that she was a special set. She told me at the end of the battle that she's actually more of an offensive Mega Autono, but she's going to go for a Wish here. And I'm thinking, well, if I don't kill this thing with the next Surf, I'm going to have a big problem on my hands. So I'm going to go for a Surf here, praying to God that it will kill, and it doesn't. She lives with like 2 HP, gets a Calm Mind off, and now her Wish is actually going to come true, and she will be pretty much at half health again, and it will take 3 Surfs now to kill her from where she's at, which is not optimal at all. So I'm going to go for another Surf here. In reality, Side Shock would have been the better option, but at the time I didn't know what set she was. I was basing off of what I had seen her doing in battles, and generally you can rely pretty well on that, but unfortunately it just, you know, wasn't working. So I get her down pretty close to where she was at. She went for Wish, and now she can kill me off the Dazzling Gleam and be back at a little over half health now. So this thing is definitely a problem for me, and if I don't kill it soon, I'm going to lose to this thing. Now I go into my Zelf, and here's a very troubling thing. If I go for Explosion and she goes into Jolteon, I lose my Zelf, I'm pretty sure. If she goes out into, I don't know what her last poke is, I can't remember at this point, but if she goes out into that, then I wasted my Zelf on nothing, and I could possibly need it for this Autono later. So I go for U-turn. It wasn't necessarily the safest play, but at the same time it was the safest play. So although I risked losing my Pidgeot, it's the best option that I had. So I think she's at +2 now. Hurricane is doing some nice work. If I can get a Confusion, I thought I was going to die there actually, so I was really upset that I didn't get the Confusion on the first Hurricane. But I'm going to go for Hurricane here, praying to God for Confusion, and I get it. So I do have a chance to actually come back from this battle. So that thing is confused. If it hits itself, I'm going to be in even better shape. And she does hit herself. So things are looking really good for me. I'm going to go for another Hurricane. If she hits herself in the hits herself one more time, we're going to be good. But I don't even need it. I get the crit. And, you know, it was probably the crit. It mattered to an extent because although she was confused, if she breaks through it, then I die. But Jolteon comes in. It's dead to the hazards. And now we see her last Pokemon. I can't even remember. I don't remember. Love. She didn't use... Oh, the Dragonite. Yeah, she didn't use this thing the entire match. That's why. So the Stealth Rock's are going to break the multiscale, which is great for me because I don't have to deal with that. I'm going to go for a Hurricane here. Praying to God for a Confusion, and I think I get it, which is always good. And it actually did a decent amount of damage, and that's game right there. So unless she gets a Dragon Dance up, which she decides not to go for, she goes for Outrage. I was honestly expecting to see the E-Speed, but I guess she's not carrying it. It looks like she might be a band. Even if she was a bandit set, she should still have E-Speed. I don't know. Maybe she's D-Dance. But I go on to my Zelf outspeeds. I thankfully hit this. If had I missed the Zen Head, but I would have lost. So I'm glad that I hit it. Good game, Yuki. Yuki actually, I think we've battled like 5 or 6 times, and she's beaten me like 3. So I'm catching up now. Finally, I'm like 3-2. So that's good. But good game, Yuki. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I'm not sticking to my 10-minute rule, but I don't have time to record the video, then render it while it's shortened down, and then re-record over that, and then re-render. I don't have time to do it. So all these videos pretty much have to go up tonight. So it's still, well, it's technically Thursday now because it's 12:22 a.m. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and do all the good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on anything. I am uploading PAX vlog footage as well. So go, click the HaydenMadeEm thing and go watch my PAX footage if you're interested in that. I'm probably hanging out with all the other YouTubers. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you hopefully back again tomorrow with another Auras OU Wi-Fi battle. Peace out, guys. Oh, and may the hacks be with you.